It's going to require some heartache as we are dealing with it now, but we're going to get through this thing.
I go backhanded for my dad, but I'm worried for myself and my son.
The numbers are continuing to rise very rapidly.
After the number of deaths doubled in 24 hours to more than 285.
And I'm worried about people dying alone.
We're facing an unprecedented time in our history.
I'm motivated by fear.
Fear of what?
Fear of fear. I hate being scared to do something.
If there's something that's completely beyond your control, you've got to detach from it and not let yourself get stressed about it.
You have to be willing to play between your brain and your soul. And on some days, you got to just listen to your soul.
We're not discouraged or devastated by what's going on because we've always come from the struggle. We are acquainted with sorrow. We are acquainted with grief, but we rise.
Don't judge your circumstances and the possibilities for your future based upon what you have now and because of what's going on now. No, 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 no. What you're going through, if you're going through some hard times, it has not come to stay, it has come to pass.
The only real power we have in the world is choosing our response.
Your life is your life, and you have the right to live it the best way you can.
I blame no one. I look in the mirror. On the other side of it, what an opportunity we have, because tomorrow's the first day of the rest of our lives.
Together we rise.
You want that degree? Keep running. You want that high school diploma? Keep running. You want to save your mama up the projects? Keep running. You want a beautiful life? Keep running.
The hour is now for game changers to emerge. Stop stressing about the things that you cannot control and start focusing on the things that you have control of. Take control of your life. Take control of the opportunities. Believe in yourself.
I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to learn every single day. I'm going to do everything in my power to become a victor and not a victim.
Everything is possible in your life when you believe. You have 2 hands. I mean, everything is possible. Go.
Right now, are you in fear? Right now. Every moment of your life you're in fear? No.
You will overcome that fear. But the hard part is, you gotta take that first step.
I am deeply motivated by fear.
The fear, by the way, is not a conspiracy. That shit is real. Everybody like, oh, fear ain't real. Yeah, well, it's easy for you to say you ain't got any this second.
You face your fears, you become the person you want to be.
To create fear, you have to use excessive imagination.
There's a lot of fear, but I understand what the emotion of fear is. It's a subconscious trigger that causes this feeling that I don't like. And it's a go signal for me, not a stop signal for me.
Everybody doesn't win. And the sooner you wake up to that biology is ruthless, man, then you get a little fear in you. And when you get a little fear in you, you start listening. Because if you're truly afraid, you listen. Let a little fear come in and drive you and motivate you.
My first time I talked, I literally went up and blanked out.
If you're afraid of pull-ups, do pull-ups. If you're in squats, do squats. If you're afraid of public speaking, go speak in public.
Face your fear. It's hard, it's an uphill battle, but I know you can do it. Whatever it is that you want to do right now in your life, but you've been sitting on the fence waiting, doubting yourself because you are letting fear control you, just do it. You ain't going to be nowhere until you start taking the first step. Fear is always going to be there. Give yourself the power, and the more you face your fears, the more powerful you become. Champions are made in these moments.
Because it took me 2 years to get over the fear. It took me 2 years to get over the anxiety. It took me 2 years to finally say, Goliath, here I come.
Always something. You will never ever have a problem-free moment in life.
Goliath, you might be taller than me. You might be bigger than me. You might be stronger than me, but I'm coming.
Working on yourself, watching that inner dialogue, it will determine the quality of your life.
But I want you to know tonight that we will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
I'd rather give everything I got. I'd rather put in work, and I'd rather die trying.
So your fear is always about that which does not exist.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's like, it's competitiveness, yes, but it's a simple theory or idea to live life by. If you're going to do something, do it to the best of your ability. No matter what it is. If you're going to do it to the best of your ability.
If you love what you do and it's making you happy, all the hard work and perseverance will pay off. I once had a guidance counselor tell me that I shouldn't play basketball, that it would never amount to anything for me. His negativity towards me made me strong. You can't stop people from trying to limit your dreams, but you can stop it from becoming a reality. Your dreams are up to you. I encourage you to always be curious, always seek out things you love, and always work hard once you find it.
God placed the best things in life on the other side of terror. On the other side of your maximum fear are all of the best things in life.
How do you get to the gym every day? You step. How do you change your diet? You step. How do you overcome fear of failure or fear of success or fear of fear itself? Take the step. And how do you face the fear of the unknown? Step.
You have the physical body to do something. You have the mental capacity to believe in it. Now what do you want? It's a seed that's planted at birth inside of every single soul. 99% of the people never let that seed blossom into anything. And it's the trials and tribulations of life that either make that seed blossom or not.
We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up? You go after and you give it all you have. If you lose, at least you try, man. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena. When you guys find a fear, that fear will either create you or destroy you. Behind every fear is the person you want to be. Success is not a marathon of life with just ups. Success is formulated through failures, through facing your fears, through falling down and getting back up. That's what creates the champion. Success does not define us. We define the success.
Don't wait anymore. Don't think anymore. Don't plan anymore. Don't contemplate anymore. Don't make any more excuses or justifications. Don't rationalize anything else. Instead, be aggressive. Take action now. The first step you need to take is just that. Step.
What I've learned is to always keep going.
always. You know, there's been times, particularly early in my career, where it just feels like this is the end. But what I've come to find out is that, you know, no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready. And so I've really learned to put one foot in front of the other, good, bad, or indifferent, because eventually that storm passes.
Albert Einstein once said, "We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them." The thinking, the beliefs, the mindset that got you here is not good enough to take you where you are capable of going. The thinking, the beliefs, the mindset that got you here is not good enough to take you to the next level of your life. If you want better in life, it is you who must be better. If you want better, your choices must be better. What you feed your mind must be better. If you want better physical and mental health, you will not get there feeding your body and mind with the same junk you have been feeding it. You must consume better to be better. It is not okay to stand still. You may have come a long way, but did not come this far to only come this far. Appreciate how far you've come, and then dig deep for the strength required to climb to the next peak. Dig deep in your soul, because you have not even come close to your potential. You want better, so commit to be better. You really have to commit to become a lifelong learner. A lifelong commitment to grow through learning and seeking higher levels of yourself. Learning from the great teachers, but also learning from yourself, your success and failures. Seeking the growth through self-awareness and self-development. Don't expect this to be easy. Einstein also said, great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. There will be people in your corner bringing you down. Well-meaning people will encourage you to stay down for your safety. With good intentions, they will invite you to complain about your circumstances rather than take responsibility. Some might not agree with the changes you are making. If you want a better life, you must be better. And better never comes from excuses. Better never comes from blame. Results always come from responsibility. So take that responsibility for every single thing involved with your life and start with your own mind. Transform and renew your mind. Revitalize your spirit with new big grand goals. Goals that will ensure that you will grow by moving forward. If you reach them or not, the prize is not the achievement. The prize is the growth that will come from pushing forward. The prize is the pride that will come from that growth. The prize is the pride that will come from that growth. Condition it in. If I want better in life, I must be better. If I want better, my choices must be better. What I feed my mind must be better. I must consume better if I want to be better. If I want better in life, I must be better. If I want better, my choices must be better. What I feed my mind must be better. I must consume better if I want to be better.
You don't even have to go through something traumatic. Some are caused by, something traumatic. Some can be a chemical imbalance in the brain.
There is light at the end of the tunnel. Life is hard. Life is challenging. There are ups and downs.
And these challenges that you face, they're going to do their best to take you down. Do not let them.
Of course you have to work. Of course you have to show up. Your team needs you. Life needs you. Your family needs you. Life is for the living.
Depression is not only normal, it's essential, and be grateful for it because it allows you to reorder yourself at a higher level.
I speak what's on my heart. And I gave my speech, and as I was closing, I kind of mentioned some depression because I was coming out of the winter months, and it hit me again this past winter, and I went and saw the doctor, and so it was on my mind, and it came up. And as I was saying, I thought, this generation of people probably aren't connecting to what I'm saying. When I walked off the stage and they lined up, the amount of people that thanked me they're talking about mental health. And here I was, I thought they didn't want to hear. I thought I was stepping out of line. No, it needs to be talked about because it's not just this generation. It's people are realizing more and more that it's an issue. And the more we talk about it, the easier it is for people to be honest with themselves and get the help they need.
Line up those problems and confront them. Face them. Fight them. Do not let them bring you down.
Do not personally identify with your depression. See it as you see winter, and winter always leads to spring and summer again. See it as you see nighttime. Nighttime becomes daytime again.
Hold on to that fundamental quality of faith. And on the other side of your pain is something good.
Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. No matter what you're going through right now, doesn't mean that it's not going to end.
Stand up. Dig in. Let those challenges raise you up. Let them elevate you. Let their demands and their trials make you stronger. Adversity you face today turn you into a better person tomorrow.
You are worth more than diamonds. All the diamonds in the world, you are so precious. Every single one of your hearts, you can do something. Life is not always good. Life is always not rosy. But life is worth living.
There's one thing that if you did every single day, it would make an extraordinary difference in whatever mental health issue you're struggling with, and that is exercise. And the reason you've got to exercise every day is because what we know about human beings is that when you physically move, your physiology changes, and that changes your brain.
Take the time to rest, because just what if that resting is the key to world-class producing?
Get outside and exercise every single day as if your life depends upon it, because you know what? It does. Your brain needs it, your body needs it, your mental health needs it.
And I feel like if you had heart problems and saw a cardiologist, well, everyone would be concerned about you, would know you're doing better, and it would be open and honest with the crew. But the most complicated organ in your body, if you have a problem with it, suddenly we don't want to talk about that? No, and you can get over it. And that's what people need to realize. You can be cured. You can get past it.
I assure you, the clouds will lift. Right, there is sunlight above the clouds. You're just looking at the clouds right now. And they will lift, and crisis has come to teach you the big lesson you're meant to learn to move to your next level in the next chapter of your greatest life.
This depression will pass. It will go away, and something much better will take its place. But for right now, all that you really need to know is that you have to make it through.
Getting your heart rate up, getting outside, breathing, feeling connected, getting out of your house, which may make you feel depressed and trapped.
The man I am with you right now as I speak with as much authenticity as I know how to share is the result of my times in the valley of darkness.
Doing that every day, that physical push. You don't have to run. You don't have to go to an aerobics class. Get outside with your dog in the woods. Walk with a good friend for 2 or 3 miles. Doing that every single day not only moves your body, which changes your mind, it gets you out of your physical environment, which is one of the things that people with depression tend to have a hard time doing. And it also creates a bit of momentum and a bit of a routine in your life.
Every time I experience a bout of depression, I come out on the other end a different person, doing different things. But it's because I'm aware of what's happening and I'm aware. I want to see the opportunities as they present themselves to me instead of falling into the depths of a spiral down depression because I'm personally identified with what is happening when I'm upset.
And your schedule is not full and you actually feel like you're wasting your life because you're not this epic producer. What if those times were actually a different form of productivity? What if those times were actually being productive in a different way, where you're actually producing not in the world, but producing within yourself, producing strength, producing new insights, producing new ideas, producing new capabilities, producing new energies, producing new emotions, shifting from fear to love. Because when you go through difficult times, what do you really do if you feel your fear and your pain? You release it. It's out of your system. And you grow in love and bravery and strength. What does that do to your craft? What does that do to your power? What does that do to your bravery? What does that do to the light that you bring into the world? You become this incredible force that is undefeatable.
I suggest to you that if you are facing a challenge, don't stop. Stay busy. Work your plan. Continue to do those things that you know that work for you after you have evaluated yourself in the situation. Continue to move. Stay busy, stay busy, stay busy.
You are part of a larger cosmos, whether you know it or not. And communing with nature allows you not to see the bars of the prison cell, but the stars of the universe. And if you can connect with those every day, my dear friend, you will use your pain as an instrument for your greatest growth.
And then you try something new. And then you'll also go to school and people will put you down and parents will tell you that you're a failure because you failed at a test. And you start believing the lies around you, saying that you're not good enough and no one's going to want you and you'll never ever do anything good in your life and you'll never ever, achieve the dreams and goals that you wish you had done or wish that you could do. And these steps take you closer. That voice saying, you're not good enough, you're not good enough, you're not good enough, and all you need is one more step to fall. So you have a choice to know which step you're going to take today.
We all have bad days, dark days, days where nothing seems to be going your way, days where you feel like the weight of the world is just on your shoulders, days where all your fears and worries just seem to be building up and building up. Problems at work, problems at home, arguing with your partner, with your parents, money problems, wondering how you're going to keep making ends meet to support your family, scared of walking up to the till in case your card declines, putting £5 in the petrol tank because that's all you've got in the bank. I have days like this. We all have days like this. Sometimes you just want the world to swallow you up. But you've got to hold on. The first thing you've got to do to get out of the darkness is to start looking for the light. Start looking and focusing on solutions rather than all the problems in your life that you face. Stop asking questions like, why me? Why now? And start asking questions like, how? How can I get through this? How can I make more money? When something bad happens in life, our common response is to ask questions like, why me? Why do bad things always happen to good people? Now, I'd love to tell you that pain won't come in your life, but I can't. I'd love to tell you that you can go through life without disappointment, but I can't. Now, I'd love to tell you that you'll go through life without any heartache, but I can't. Just know that if you hold your ground and push through pain, you will become stronger. Diamonds ain't formed on soft sandy beach somewhere. They're formed in the toughest, most intense, most dangerous place on earth. Under pressure that you couldn't even imagine. Under tension, under pain. All life demands struggle. Most people think life comes with privileges, not problems. Promises, not pain. But those who have everything given to them don't appreciate shit. They become lazy, selfish to the real values in life. The hard work and the struggle that you face now is the main ingredient for who you'll become tomorrow. How can we appreciate success and happiness if we've never had pain? How can we appreciate beauty without ugliness? How can we appreciate the light without the dark? Every single struggle makes you better. All the tough times make you stronger. Every time you get knocked down, it lets you climb a little higher next time. What are you going to do when you go through pain? Because how pain changes you is up to you. You can come out angry and resentful, or you can come out grateful for the experience. You can come out bitter, but you can also come out better. We all experience pain. My challenge to you is to not just go through pain, but grow through it.
Life
is so short. Life only has only a little time. Although it will continue to go on, you cannot hold on and think that every day is promised to you. We have all experienced great losses in our life. We have all felt that pain of losing a loved one, someone that we cared about. But yet we're still here. And now we must go on. But what is the example that we're gonna leave? What kind of leadership and what kind of leadership qualities do we have? How do we go on? How do we lead the next generation? Hate is not gonna make it work. Being afraid to be truthful to who you are will only limit who you truly are inside. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Don't let anyone take away who you are and how true you are and what you matter in this world to so many other people. Don't be afraid to be honest. Don't be afraid to be truthful. Don't be afraid to be different. Even being different can be difficult to a lot of people. But I guarantee you this, there's nobody in the world that can do you. When the time comes, what would you leave behind? What legacy will be left behind to remind others of your greatness, of your losses, of your victories, of your sorrows? This is a short life that we all have. And it's not easy. It's not easy living it every day. It's not easy to go through so many different circumstances, so many different challenges. It's not easy getting that pink slip, knowing that this may be your last day on your job. It's not easy knowing that you may lose your home because you got laid off your job. This type of pain and these different circumstances, many people are always gonna come back and say, well, that's life. We cannot blame life. It is not life that makes these challenges what they are today. It is the purpose, and purpose never lies. It will always tell you the truth. But while you exist in this world right now, I need you to hold on. I need you to hold on strong and don't give up. I need you to believe in every possibility that you have and understand that it is not over for you. I need you to understand life is always going to be good. But always keep in mind, sooner or later, we all got to punch that clock. So carry on. And don't give up. And don't give in. And do the best that you can. to have the right attitude to make your existence matter.